And why do you think they're worried about the cry of Alebwelelapo? It's because they know that for sure Alebwelelapo.
As far as petrol is concerned, now we are talking 33 kwacha per litre. If we also get to our staple food, meal costs 400 kwacha for a 25 kilogram bag. What's your take on these comparisons?
Doesn't that give me and PF bragging rights? When we compare that, just compare the price of meal, the price of fuel, doesn't that give me, as a party leader of PF at the time when power, and my political party PF when government, bragging rights to say we were much better than these guys? Especially that these guys were saying, look, when you vote us in the morning, by tomorrow, the price of fuel will be 12 kwacha. When you vote us in, the price of meal will be 50 kwacha. 3 years down the line, something else. So when we brag, we don't do it from without. We have a very good foundation to show that, yes, we did it. And we were much better. I still stand head and shoulder taller than the current president in terms of achievements.
All right. The 2016 happenings, we did see you assent to the new amended constitution, and later on we also saw you trying to introduce Bill 10, which we did see the opposition UPND then go to the streets celebrating that the Bill 10 was shot down. With that particular
why were they celebrating, if I may be allowed to ask you a question, why were they celebrating? The UPND guys were celebrating that they've shot Bill 10 down. Why were they celebrating? Just permit me one question, just that one. Why were UPND celebrating that they have slaughtered Bill 10?
Maybe our viewers and listeners will help me answer that particular question.
Because it was a bad law. Right? That's what they were saying. Okay. So they were celebrating because it was a bad law. And they said, leave the Constitution as it is because the Constitution is intact, it's good enough as it is, right? You remember that their leader then, who is now the President of the Republic, appeared on a series of television stations defending the Constitution of 2016. I think the document need not be changed because Lungu and his team want to manipulate it so that probably they can stay in power longer and acquire more power and so on. He said it. And we were defeated. And when we were defeated, obviously time came, they got power. And now, lo and behold, we hear that they want to amend the same document, which was very good. And I'm glad to that scholar, become politician, what's the name of John Sangwa. He put it on record. This is the best constitution we've had so far in a long while. And I've got no reason to doubt him. And they say it's a good constitution. So tell me, why suddenly they want to say what is the big word, lacunas in the constitution? Or is it lacune? You know, we were surprised. What's good for the goose must be good for the gander. What was good for us must be good for them. What was bad for us must be bad for them. That's why we keep saying in our quest to provide checks and balances. These guys should not take us back to do things which were condemning us, which they were frowning upon, which they were organizing local and international community to support them for, and use them again to suppress us. No, we won't allow that. And these people come back with the excuses like saying, look, Lungu did that, why can't we do it? I did it and I paid the price, and Zambians were saying it was bad, so why should we allow him to do it? What is bad is bad. And I will not be swayed or put down because no, but PF, therefore now if it is Menya. It's wrong. That's why PF lost. So if PF lost because they were beating people, should we allow UPND to beat people because they will say, Lungu Muzomenya Vantunaim?
Your Excellency, how would you assess President Hichilema's performance so far in office? 3 years, TK?
Me, to assess him. Why can't you ask the Zambians to assess him? The Zambians are the ones who are carrying the burden of daily living. The Zambians are the ones who know the price of meal. The Zambians are the ones who know the price of cooking oil. The Zambians are the ones who know transport costs. So you do a survey. You do a survey, go around the country, talk to the ordinary citizens, listen to the radios, talk shows in the morning and the afternoon. They will tell you who's better, who did better, and so on. And why do you think they're worried about the cry of Alebwelelapo? It's because they know that for sure, Alebwelelapo.
Okay. Your opponents, Your Excellency, do allege that you never invested in the energy sector, which has now led to the blackouts that we're experiencing. Of course, we did see load shedding in your reign as well, which you also alleged to some drought. How did you handle drought then for Zambia and Lundazi in particular not to face the blackouts that we're facing now? Because some places are going for days without electricity. Some of them are now claiming having electricity in their homes or workplaces is but a rumor.
You see, when we came in, electricity production was at 1,600 megawatts in Zambia. But by the time we were leaving, it was 3,800 or so megawatts, and we were able to export. And we had done a lot of work in terms of new production areas. Cafe Gojloa, for example, which the man was saying was not operational. It was operational at the time we were transferring power. There was only one turbine which was yet to be commissioned. And I can tell you that people in Mansa will tell you we have upgraded the Chimba Falls from 10, I think, to 15 megawatts or something. So if there's a success story we can talk about, it is in the energy sector. We have solar energy in Bangweulu. Bangweulu is in Lusaka, by the way. Bangweulu is not in Bangweulu. There's a company called Bangweulu which produces solar energy in Lusaka, in the south of Lusaka, near the M-Phase. And this goes on the ZESCO grid. So about 600 or so megawatts. So I can tell you for a fact that we were more diversified, that we were more objective in our quest to make sure that there is a good mix of electricity in Zambia, and people were able to access electricity and reasonably priced. And I think our energy policy speaks for itself, because we wouldn't have been exporting electricity now, as it is now. I know that they're exporting, is it 250 megawatts, and they're saying we have to export because of diplomacy. You can't do that. At a time like this, you have to keep everything in your country and make sure that you even import some energy so that people are able to go about with their lives. Production in manufacturing, in agriculture, and everywhere is going on and so on. Now suddenly they're telling us that we should go solar. Everyone should go solar. It's an opportunity to go solar. But they never told us that when you vote for us, we'll cut you off the grid, you go solar. We wouldn't have voted for them. Most Zambians are saying so.